Ah, there goes Timberwolf. I saw it go down the drop. Okay, so Worlds of Fun is not having you, they're not like sending you something through the app or in an email about the health questionnaire thing. They just have a sign before that tent telling you, and the person who's at the front of the tent will ask you if you've been exposed, if you've had any symptoms, that sort of thing. And then if your answer is no, then you move on in, and inside that tent they take your temperature. And it isn't the thing that they put to your forehead like you've seen at some parks. It is like Six Flags, where you just stand there and it's completely distant temperature check. And now we got the markers before you go through security here. July 4th. First day back at a Cedar Fair park since the pandemic began. Your reservation is loaded onto your season pass, which I wish Frontier City did it that way. They might be doing it that way now. I was there on opening day, so who knows how things might have changed. But really looking forward to getting back on Prowler. And of course, getting here late. There was no wait to get in. I actually reserved the earliest time, but then I added in that Pittsburgh, Kansas stop, so I knew that would delay me. Ah, Mamba just went down the drop. So, gotta get my first meal first. I do have the dining plan. It'll be good through 2021, which that's nice that Cedar Fair's doing that. And if you have the drink plan and you like the Coca-Cola Freestyle, sorry to tell you, they're closed. I guess they don't want people touching the buttons on those machines, which that makes sense. That's still too bad. That Coca-Cola Marketplace isn't open either, and it looks like the Windseeker's not open. Yeah, pretty obvious it isn't. I had headed straight in to get my first meal. Went with Panda Express. I've never used them before, but seems like it's probably a lot like that one place at Six Flags, Chop Six. So, yeah, I'm glad I found out about this place. Don't know why I haven't used this before. And unlike Frontier City, they actually have a sign that this is the relax zone where you can take off your face mask. I haven't really felt the need for it. It's actually not hot at all today here at Worlds of Fun. Although I heard it was announced that there was a heat advisory here in Kansas City. I don't understand why. It's not hot at all. Although living in Oklahoma, it gets a lot hotter there than it does up here. So, well, usually, sometimes they do get pretty hot up here, but not today. This is probably not even 85 degrees. Well, it looks like the Boomerang's closed. Barriers are up in front of it. And so the shortcut over to Mamba would be closed in too. Doesn't look like the line's too long, especially when people are spacing apart. That should go quick. I thought about either going to Six Flags Over Texas or here to Worlds of Fun today. I picked Worlds of Fun because of Prowler, and I got the dining plan, of course. But Six Flags Over Texas does have Mr. Freeze and New Texas Giant, but I like Prowler more than both of those, but only slightly. So they're doing the periodic cleaning, spraying down this train, then the next one will come in and they'll spray it too. So a short delay, not too bad. Didn't wait too long to get up here anyway. All right, I got 3 quick rides on Prowler. all in the backmost row that you can do. They have the back row blocked off. They have all the even number rows blocked. All the odd number rows are open. So 3 quick rides, and Prowler is running better than ever. I had it confirmed from a ride operator. Prowler has been retracked. They retracked the rough spots. Now, I've said it before, I don't mind the rough spots. The rough patches on Prowler, the roughness that it had, didn't bother me one bit. But for those of you that it did bother, you gotta come back and give it another try, because they have retracked those spots. It's riding as smooth as ever. It's almost Mystic Timbers level smooth. It still has the same power that it's always had. The airtime is as good as it's ever been. You still have this amazing wooded setting that you're powering through. But you combine that with the smoothness, man, this thing's probably moving up my list, and I already overranked it compared to most people. I've got this in my top 30 out of over 400. This one might move into my top 20. A post-rain delay ride on Patriot. Got the back row, left seat. That is the magic seat for this ride. But line's already spilling out onto the midway. They're not using all the turnstiles though. Oh yeah, they're not using any, actually. So that's not terrible, but with running at about 25% capacity, yeah, it depends on party size. There's gonna be some groups of 4, there's gonna be some groups of 2, some groups of 1. So loading every other row and only your party in the row, it could be anywhere from 12.5% capacity to 50%. So line will move slow. So I'll have to be happy with that one ride. I got the row I wanted. Is that they are assigning rows. I didn't even request the back, but I am wearing a coaster shirt, so I think he knew to give me the back. The way that they load it front to back with how they assign the rows. So they did row 1, 3, and then they skipped to row 7 for me. I think he knew. So whoever that ride op is, thank you for that.
Welcome back, riders. How was your ride? At this time, we are reaching the level, stepping down and pulling up. Step out carefully. Take the road with civil and enjoy your day at World of Fun.
So I rode Mamba in the next to last row. It's the closest to the back you can get. They have the back row blocked off. Back row is blocked off so you can get the next to last row. And it's just the same as always. You get some good, if you're in the back, you get some good floater air on the drop. You get some good floater air on the first airtime hill. And then the rest of the ride is basically nothing. There's actually a little bunny hill pop of air leading into before the brake run. Not exactly going into the brake run, but a bunny hill before going into the brake run actually gives a slight bit of quick floater air. But all those bunny hills towards the end of the ride do absolutely nothing. You're at 1G the whole way. It's smooth, it's fast, it's tall. Yeah, the water park is closed. Don't know when they're planning to open that. Seems like the water park should be able to open before the amusement park. Timberwolf, I rode in the back. Again, next to last row, can't ride in the very back. But yeah, that drop gives incredible airtime, lateral ejector airtime. That was insane. I don't remember Timberwolf's drop being that good, but then again, I don't know if I've ridden that far back before. So, yeah, I definitely would say Timberwolf is a back row ride. The rest of Timberwolf may not have a whole lot of airtime. It's pretty good, but nothing outstanding like that drop. In fact, that drop on Timberwolf is better than any single moment on Prowler. But as a whole, Prowler is way better. And I can see this from the lift hill. That's the water park parking lot, which the water park is not open. They got all these vans all lined up in a row. See, they're either white, black, or yellow. I mean, yeah, white, black, or yellow. There was like a couple Safe Light vans too, but I don't know what that's about. The parking lot is full of them. all lined up. Morgan first drops are so weird. Like the shape of the drop, you go out a little bit and then you drop. So filling every other row, having to do the cleaning. Still got plenty of rides in on Prowler. Even got 4 in on Mamba, a couple on Timberwolf and Patriot. Didn't bother with the spinning coaster. I've got that credit, I'm not big on the spinning coasters. I really love how this one goes off into the woods. There's nothing around you but the coaster track and trees. And I managed to get La Rotten-Up. Last ride of the night on Prowler. Got 2 late rides. Unfortunately, still not night rides. The original plan was the park was supposed to be open till 9 o'clock. That would have given me at least 1 night ride. If it stayed open till 9 o'clock, that would have been just enough time for 1 night ride. And that was the original plan. Then they changed it to 8 o'clock. And now the park's closed, I gotta get out of their way. Never seen the park at night before. There's Patriot. Got lights going up the lift hill. And Mamba, don't know if you can see it. It's got the light at the top. That's probably the drop tower. Doing it right above Patriot from this angle. Glad I stuck around for the fireworks. That was nice.